open.
We're here today to stand up for liberty. We're here at the Hargrave Barber Shop, 9218 Farm to Market Road, 1960. And we're down here, we're getting haircuts. We're getting shoes shined. We heard about the trouble you're having over here, and we were greatly incensed by it.
We greatly appreciate all y'all coming out to support us and any other barbershop and salon that is trying to be open and to pay their bills and to support their family. Me and my husband have Hargrave's Barbershop, and we have been open since not this past Saturday, but the following Saturday. They came in last Saturday and tried to shut us down, and we said we would be here Tuesday to open up, and here we are with, and all these great people came to help support us so we can support our family and our employees can support their families. Crazy busy, and it is wonderful. Everybody is making money, and we have great people here to support us. We have had a lot of new customers come in. Our phone has been ringing off the hook. People want to know if we're open. They've seen us on Facebook, YouTube. They're coming in to support us. It is just, it's great what everybody is doing to help us. I've cried so much over this weekend just thinking about what was going to happen, and then when I got here to see everybody, and it's just, it's overwhelming.
The thing of it is your stories like this are all over the country. People that their shops or their livelihoods, their place of business, being told they can't go to work, having the government decide who's essential. This is what's hurting people. And there's 30 million just like you, just like the Hargrave family, just like the Crockett family, who through no fault of their own are in danger of losing their homes, their ability to put food on the table.
We're not a chain like Walmart and Home Depot and Lowe's. This is a small little privately owned business that supports three families. And if we're not open and we're not here to have our doors open, then we can't support our families.
Absolutely.
And then what do we do?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, people only take so much.
Yep.
I'm here today because I love liberty more than I fear dread diseases. Here we have a man that's brave enough to open up his barber shop despite the governor's edict. And I'm asking all of you to come down here and support this person. Once again, the Constitution does not provide for any county judge to shut down a local family-owned business on a whim. Just doesn't happen.
When I seen him open his mouth to that cop and tell him to get out of his shop, that was inspiration for me to get down here and say, I'm on my way.
Okay, I'm gonna get out, but go ahead and go there. Well, go ahead, I'll see you.
How are they going to keep him from being able to pay for, his bills and his family and everything like that? This is his source of income, and they can't stop that. You can't make money legally. What's he supposed to do?
Freedom Fighters of Texas here getting cleaned up. About 10 days ago, I had to cut my own hair like a savage, like an animal because of the quarantine. Absolutely unacceptable. I'm here today to get a $100 haircut.
Karla is doing a $100
Hold on a second.
haircut.
What did she just say? Is that a
She wants
joke?
to know if she can shave you bald.
I thought she said,
I said, would you like me to wear a mask?
if you put on a mask, I will get up and walk out. This is a $115 haircut.
Okay. All right.
Anyone who's here who cannot afford a haircut because of the financial situation, Freedom Fighters of Texas will buy the haircut for you.
Now, how can people join Freedom Fighters of Texas?
At least for now on Facebook. I'm not sure how much longer that's going to last. Anybody who's really serious about freedom can check out the YouTube channel, Freedom Fighters of Texas.
All right.
Start with the video named Dangerous Freedom. If you like what you hear, reach out. If you don't, keep moving and let the men handle the business.
Freedom Fighters of Texas want to thank you guys for being part of Liberty.
Absolutely, thank you.
And helping us with constitutional enforcement. The First Amendment says we have freedom of assembly. We are operating within our First Amendment rights. And the second part of the Constitution that I think really counts today is the 14th Amendment. It says equal treatment under the law. How can you let a Lowe's or Home Depot be open and not allow a barbershop to be open? How can you allow HEB to be open but shut down Barbara and Joe's grocery store? You know, that's not equal treatment under the law. These are 14th Amendment issues. It's very clear. But as I've said many times before, the law has never been an impediment to the government. Have you noticed that?
Hi, how are you? Jason Patrick Campbell, JP Campbell 74. I'm with Freedom Fighters of Texas. We're just out here to support freedom. It's that simple. Freedom Fighters of Texas represents freedom-loving Texans who are not willing to ask permission or beg to exercise God-given rights, and that includes running your business, which has been open in this case for almost 50 years. We're not going to ask permission to open our business so that we can feed our families and allow the employees who work for us to take care of their families. We're just not willing to give another inch, not one more inch. It's that simple. I've kind of been on the sidelines for years. I've been involved in the militia movement and the different 3% groups or patriot movement or whatever you want to call it, but really just kind of more or less in the shadows and on the sidelines. And then here in the last 2 weeks or so, other activists like the gentleman standing next to me, Kory Man X, have really motivated me to kind of get up and use my voice and use a little bit of influence I have. I don't have much, but I do know people who know people, sort of a thing. So really a lot of credit has to go to Kory Man X, the activist plug, for motivating me to really get off my ass and use the tools that I have. Right? What good does it have? What good does it?
I meet people in the matter of fact.
5-0's here. 5-0's here.
What's going on, man?
I don't know. That's what we're asking, because somebody put in a file saying that.
Well, we got some haircuts going on, but that's about it. Legal, lawful activity under the Constitution, so nothing's going on.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like somebody called in like it's almost a riot, but that's not the case.
Everything's good. Copacetic, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good deal.
Cool.
Well, y'all have at it. Y'all have a good one. Take care.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
Yep. Hey, if you need a haircut, that's where you go. Because a lot of the... Yeah, I'm actually fixing to go in there and get me a haircut.
So what's the deal? What's everybody out here? What's going on?
So a lot of it has to do with the, I believe it was the Abbott's, the deal he was saying that nobody, the haircut salons and the nail places and the bars. So they're going ahead and opening up early because there's a lot of businesses that are going bankrupt. They can't stay afloat.
It's like it.
So, I mean, it's innocent activity.
No, we all understand.
I mean, what's wrong with getting a haircut? Nothing,
Well, y'all take care. Y'all make.
All right, hey, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I want not to offer you.
There's a tip jar in there. Just go give them a tip. And if you guys would walk to the door or say, hey, guys.
Actually, y'all got cameras running. We're not even supposed to be out here.
Harris County just showed up. But they showed up for another reason, and they said they had no intentions of interfering with our rights to keep this guy open.
We're not looking to make any of these reopenings of these businesses our Alamo, but we are, on the other hand, more than willing to show a certain level of force if necessary to just demonstrate that we're not willing to give another inch. But let's make sure that we're safe in doing so. Thank you for the update, Kory. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out Kory Man X on YouTube. Subscribe, smash those like buttons, and if you like what you see, join the Patreon where you get some exclusive content and help support his cause here, because he is front lines on the battlefield, friend of freedom. Appreciate it, man.
We have a fascist named Hildego that thinks that she is above the law, but every turn that she's made, our attorney Jared Woodfield has filed and successfully beat her in court. Now, we filed again yesterday to squash this current decree that she's got to stop businesses from opening up as in accordance with the governor's timetable. But even the governor is way off base, because every day that he doesn't allow businesses like this to be fully open, unrestricted, is a day that these businesses go under. No more. That's why we came prepared, armed, to defend the rights of people like Matt and Ann, who own this place. We will not tolerate any tyranny, any infringement on our constitutional rights. End of discussion.
Do you normally open carry when you work?
Yes, sir. I sure do. Everybody in our shop carries. I open carry all the time.
Good for you.
Thank you.
We all got our guns.
I've always got a 45 on my hip, brother. 1911 chambered and 45 ACP. That's what Jesus would carry if he walked today.
That's right.
Really?
Absolutely.
In Luke 22:36.
Well, that's all right. That'll get it done also. You just need more attempt.
I got my very first haircut by Larry Hargrave here when I was 2. I live right down the street. I've lived in this area since I was born, so this is home. People have been providing for their families since the beginning of time, and just because a judge places an order that we're not to be within 6 feet of each other, when apparently you can look through the parking lot, not a single person's wearing a mask and not a single person is infected. Right. So you're coming in here and telling us we can't provide for our families, pay our bills, but you expect us to sit at home and collect nothing at all?
It's not right. It's not American.
Why do you think that the virus stays out of Walmart, but it goes into barbershops?
This is a real touchy subject because the simple fact that this is major corporations in America being able to thrive during a pandemic when the little people that support and pay taxes and do everything for the communities get to be shut down. Nah, man. It's the big man holding the little man down. In my opinion.
Are you under the impression that this might actually be a plandemic instead of a pandemic?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, but at the same time, a lot of them make a lot of sense. Sure. You know, and it's hard to turn your eyes away from something that is so visibly apparent with the evidence present.
The theory to me that doesn't make sense is the theory that our government is giving us. Their theory of this scary virus that's outside of our door and we need to be putting this mask on. That's a conspiracy theory itself.
Yeah.
All right, so you came and got your haircut today.
Yeah, awesome. Illegally. Paid $140 for a haircut.
Very nice.
So I'm donating towards his lawyer funds and all that. So whatever I can do to help these people out, I'm here.
Hopefully he doesn't need any lawyer funds and just leave him alone, but we'll see.
Right. But just in case, we want to have that lawyer on backup. We're going to take this all the way to the bank, man.
So one last question. You prefer a dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery?
Absolutely. I can't let this go down like this. I got to support my families.
The saying goes, we kind of became a little bit fat and happy, right?
Right, exactly.
And then they dropped the hammer on us, and kind of here we are. And I totally agree with you that this is kind of a action-reaction scenario where, and that's why it's left to the governors. It's intentionally done that way, right? They didn't roll everything out blanket on a federal level. They wanted to do it by state, so they could kind of gauge the individual responses. Oh, okay, hey, Michigan's rising up a little bit. Damn, they're taking rifles into the Capitol building. Okay, we need to dial it back a little bit. So it's a learning experience for them, right? So that wave 2, they're collecting data right now. Yeah, that conversation may be a little high level for this live stream, but I'm totally with you there. I think we're in the fourth quarter of this wave 1, but really the game is just beginning.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Personal friends of ours,
supporting liberty,
and I took off of work today to come out here and try to turn Leo's away if it need to be. Tired of it. If we all don't take a stand pretty soon, we're done. We're done. We've already lost our country. We'll never get it back like we do it. We've lost it. I'm getting up there in age, and just telling this gentleman here that his kids and our grandkids will never know the freedoms that we knew in the 50s and 60s after World War II. And we'll never see that kind of freedom again. The politicians have just raped this country, pillaged it. We're just a bunch of peons to them. We got to take a stand. That's all there is to it. And these guys are out here. I'm out here. He's going to keep it open. If we all have to go to jail, we'll go to jail. We'll fight him, tooth and nail.
Here's the rest of it.
That's pretty much what it's about, man. It's our right to take care of our family.
Yep.